Hello,
I am Mike,
and I am Adrian.
and we are young doctors from the Philippines.
If this is your first time to join us, we talk about anything related to pre-med, med proper, clerkship, internship, PLE, USMLE, and beyond.
Welcome to the Better Pill, your weekly prescription of tips and insights to become better students
Better interns.
and better doctors. What's up, better doctors?
What's up, better doctors? Kamusta ka, bro?
Okay lang bro, getting ready for the ECQ. Round 3. Ikaw bro, kamusta?
Yan na nga, ganun din, bro. So, more time to record podcast siguro, and for you, more time to study for the MLE, right?
Tama bro. No? Anong topic natin ngayon bro?
Yeah, anyways, in our previous episodes, lagi nating pinag-uusapan how we are not a fan of shortcuts. Diba? Kasi feeling natin pag shortcuts, time-saver approaches, we miss some vital or fundamental steps, no? And
Yes bro.
kaya there is this program kasi sa UP College of Medicine, and actually nagiging trend na rin to ngayon in the current setup with the K-12, no? But this program of UP has been present for years na. And this program is yung 7-year medical program, like right out of high school, bro. Papasok ko na sa medicine, no? So it's a time saver program siguro, but then again, yung mga statement ko is coming from an ignorant mind. I'm not very familiar with this. All I know is that this program of UP is 7 years lang, 6 years actually, plus 1 year internship. So 7 years lang siya, and that's basically all I know. So sinabi kong we might miss some important or fundamental vital steps. Hindi ako sure, no? So we invited a guest who could enlighten us really about this program, bro.
Yes bro, tama ka bro. Hindi lang time saver, no? Money saver din siya kasi nasa premier state university ka eh. So, shouldered by the government yung tuition fee mo. So, pre-med and med proper. So, ang laking tipid tsaka malaking tipid sa oras.
So time saver, money saver. I don't know about effort. If it saves you effort, baka doble naman yung effort mo.
Yes bro, kaya perfect talaga tong guest natin for today. Para ma-explain niya. Introduce ko na pa bro yung guest natin.
Yes, bro.
So, our guest for today graduated from the UP College of Medicine through its 7-year medical curriculum, the Integrated Liberal Arts and Medicine, or INTARMED. He graduated in 2019 and took his PLE in November 2020. During his med school, he advocated for maintaining a healthy work-life balance, participating in various extracurricular activities, and was a member of numerous college organizations. He is also an amateur film critic, wow, action figure collector, and die-hard pop culture geek, squeezing in time for his interests in between studying and hospital duties. Currently, he is serving as a medical doctor in his hometown in Cotabato City. I know him personally because I was with him as an exchange student during our clerkship days in Taiwan in 2017. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Kirby Plando.
Hello.
What's up, Kirby?
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Curbs, kamusta? How are you?
Okay lang.
Thank you for the time, bro. Thank you for accepting our
Thank you,
invitation.
Kirby, for accepting.
Oh, definitely.
Bro,
You're welcome.
Bro Adrian, no? May I ask you, how young were you when you entered med school?
Ako around 22. Yeah, because 5 years yung program, ng pre-med program ko eh.
Ako rin bro, 21, 22. Ito atang si Kirby dahil intermed, infant pa lang yata, nasa intermed na eh, parang hindi pa ata marunong mag-ride ng tricycle.
Grabe. Actually,
Kirby, how young were you when you entered med school ba?
Actually, pumasok ako yung med school proper, I think I was 18, if I'm not mistaken. 18 or 19.
Wow.
Kasi 2 years pre-med eh. So, pumasok ako ng college. If I'm not mistaken, 16. So,
Oh, wow.
Tapos 18, tapos, 18, tapos nag-birthday ako ng med school nung year na yun. So, 19. So, more or less 19.
Yung med proper talaga, no? Around 19. So, bro, can you give us like just a brief overview of the INTARMED program of the UP College of Medicine? Kasi lot of us, yung alam lang namin is that it's a shortcut program, but can you please enlighten us, shed some light sa mga listeners natin and to us also kung ano ba talaga yung INTARMED?
Okay, sige. So, yung INTARMED program, it's a 7-year medicine program. So, basically, yung nangyayari is, yung med school, it's from 3rd year onwards. And then yung first 2 years, preparatory na courses. So, usually yung mga general education, like, mga philo, ganun, mga bio, chem, physics. Tapos, when we reach 3rd year, doon na kami nagsistart ng med school. So, parang yung naging perspective namin, para lang siya naging one course. So, parang, parang kumbaga pa, kung isipin mo sa college, parang naging majors namin yung med subjects. So, para kaming first year, second year na general, tapos third year onward, parang nag-majors kami for our course, which is yung Doctor of Medicine. So, yun.
Okay, bro. So, pero yung first 2 years nyo, as you have mentioned, meron kasi yung official name ng program nga is Integrated Liberal Arts, no? So, hindi lang siya sciences yung subjects nyo during the first 2 years, no? Medyo well-rounded din yung education.
Actually, kasi parang I think the point was to make us holistic doctors kahit di kami nakapag yung regular na undergrad track. So, kami, humanities, mga communications, mga ganong courses. So, at least natuwa din ako kasi syempre yung mga ganong shortened program, isipin mo talagang bubugbugin ka lang with mga medical and pre-medical
With the
subjects.
sciences, no?
Oo, sciences, no? But then, with INTARMED, na-appreciate ko rin yung exposure to many arts and other courses na talagang will really make you a well-rounded person, not just a well-rounded doctor.
But bro, meron din kayo, of course, yung mga pre-med na mga traditional subjects like biology, biochemistry, meron din, of course, no?
Yeah. Nung I think it was first year, second sem where we first had bio. Tapos, first year, second sem, then second year, first sem and second sem, parang different stages of bio. So, first parang general bio, tapos kami, comparative anatomy, and then nung sem before nag-med school kami, embryology. So, talagang hard bio pa rin.
Magandang no? Sinabi ni Kirby sa atin that hindi lang actually like hard sciences na binubugbog yung mga students of yung mga sa INTARMED, but actually well-rounded din naman yung education na in fact may mga liberal arts subjects din. So bro, balita kasi namin sobrang hirap makapasok sa program na to. Like siguro top 1% lang ng batch, I'm not sure, no? So how describe the selection process, bro? Like how many are accepted, ganun. Gaano ba kahirap makapasok? Because alam namin mahirap talaga.
Okay. So, para dun sa selection process, yung first na gagawin is, diba mag-fill up ka nung UPCAT form, which is the form you're going to submit if you plan on taking the UP College admission test. So, when you're filling up the form, meron dun parang checkbox. Yung checkbox na yun, parang mahiwagang checkbox yun. Kasi yun yung checkbox na magdedetermine ng future mo. Kasi, halimbawa, gusto mo mag-INTARMED, tapos di mo yun na-check, di ba? Parang, ang liit niya lang kasi yung checkbox. So, parang, oops. Tapos, na-determine yun yung buhay mo. Pero yun, yung maliit na checkbox na yun, parang, do you want to be part of the selection process for INTARMED? So, actually, anyone can check it. Like, kung kahit gusto mo lang, halimbawa, mag-engineer ka, tapos parang gusto mo lang ng bragging rights na naka-INTARMED ka, actually, pwede mo siyang i-check. Pero syempre, preferred yun dun sa mga talagang may gusto. So, you check yung checkbox dun, tapos, when you take the UPCAT, pag lumabas na yung results, mag-release sila ng list of, I think it's the top 100 students na nag-check nung checkbox na yun, na pasok dun dun sa category, may cut-off sila na parang percentage for INTARMED. So, those 100, mag-undergo kami ng interview process nung time namin, nag-interview. So, noon nasa Davao pa ako nag-high school So, I really had to go to Manila para magpa-interview. Tapos,
Wow.
after the interview, i-release na nila yung parang tentative list kasi syempre may iba na magbabago isip. So, may wait list din naka-ready. So, actually, di ko to kinahihiya. Pero actually, wait list na ako sa INTARMED program. Kasi, parang may mga dito moloy. Kasi yung originally tatanggapin nila is 20 males and 20 females. I think na-abolish na yung parang, yung gender rule na yun, na talagang 50-50 siya ngayon. Pero nung time namin, 20 males and 20 females. So, I think may isang lalaki na dito muloy. So, God bless his soul kung nasaan man siya ngayon. So, ako yung napasok. Napasok sa lineup ng 40.
Ganun
So,
pala kahirap, bro, no?
Oo, imagine just the
Ako,
top
bro, chinek
100.
ko yung mahiwagang box pero hindi ako, pinalad na ma-text man o matawagan.
So, ibig sabihin, sa lahat ng nag-check nung INTARMED na gusto nilang makapasok, only the top 100 yung pinipili for interview. And then, but not the 100, of course, will be accepted. So, may interview process pa. And after nun, 40 out of the 100. Yun yung final, no?
Yeah, 40.
Tama ba?
Yeah, 40. Oo.
So, ilan bang nagtitake ng upkat? Sobrang dami, di ba? And siguro, ilan din nag-check nun. So, really that competitive. Sobrang competitive siguro.
Actually, if I'm not mistaken, nagpa 5-digit na tayo nagtitake ng upkat Tapos parang around 4 digits lang yung tinatanggap talaga nila.
Wow.
Siguro, bro, na yung mga mali nila. Isa lang, dalawa lang.
So, okay. Granting, nakapasok ka na, no? Of course. Kamusta naman yung bro, yung dropout rate sa program? Kasi, of course, lahat na nakapasok noon, well, I assume sobrang galing talaga, 'di ba? So, siguro the reasons na may mag-drop out is not because of like lack of academic competence siguro. Siguro for other reasons baka naisip nila ayoko na mag-doktor. Maybe this is not the career path for me. So, kamusta yung dropout rate bro ng program nyo?
Actually, in terms sa dropout rate, well, sa batch namin walang nag-drop out sa amin kasi hindi na siya interested sa INTARMED. Parang lahat naman kami talagang nakapag-graduate naman na talagang gusto maging doktor. Meron lang talagang usual siya sa batch na syempre kasi the more na in-expect mong makapasok yung top 40 kasi di ba parang intense na yung screening process. So talagang yung curriculum, bugbog na bugbog ka talaga. So may mga iilan talaga na di nila na-achieve yung parang expected na cut-off grade sa kanila. So, na-held back sila ng 1 or 2 years. Pero in terms of naalis talaga sa curriculum itself, usually, it's a personal decision. Like, may other batches. May mga upper batches na may mga umalis na 1 or 2 kasi na-realize nila na di talaga para sa kanila yung magdo-doctor. So, ayun, di sila tumuloy.
So, yun pala bro yung mga reason, no? Minsan yung calling, feeling nila wala palang calling, no? Sa INTARMED.
Parang di nila nahanap yung passion nila in it. Parang yung purpose nila for why they're in med school.
Tapos bro, estimate number lang per batch siguro. Just an average figure. So, out of 40, ilan yung, if may dropout man, mga around siguro 1 or 2, ganun ba?
Actually, marami na yung 2, bro. Usually, 1 lang talaga. Very lang talaga.
Usually,
Very
lang talaga.
isolated cases. Oh.
And not every year, no? Bihira yon nangyayari.
Actually, doon sa years na mga naging upper class and lower class, usually meron talagang 1. At least 1.
Meron at least 1 per batch, no? So, okay.
Siguro bro, kaya may mga interview process, no? Para malaman din ng student kung talagang may calling sila. Diba sabi mo, Kirby, out of 100, naging 40. Siguro malaking role nung interview. Kaya yung dropout rate ng INTARMED sobrang baba.
Kasi feeling ko naman, pag mag-interview ka, parang magre-reflect ka talaga kung gusto mo talaga yung papasukin mo. Kasi nung high school ako, ang parang laking bagay nung 7 years eh. So parang pinag-isipan ko talaga if it was something I really wanted to apply for. So nag-reflect talaga ako kung gusto ko ba talaga mag-doktor and kung yun ba talaga yung path na gusto ko. Ayaw ko ba mag-undergrad muna para mag-isip-isip muna, ganun. Or to take the regular track that college students take. So, ayun. May matinding reflection talaga na nagaganap before you apply for it. Well, that's my personal experience.
Yes, bro, no? Yung biruin mo, high school ka pa lang. Kailangan mo nang isipin yung future mo in 7 years kasi ano yan eh. Dire-diretso eh. Unlike sa amin ni Adrian, kung hindi namin gusto mag-med, meron kaming fallback na degree. So talagang major decision talaga for high school student.
Speaking of calling, no? At a very unripe age of 16, like malalaman mo na ba na gusto ko talagang mag-doktor. I mean, if you apply to this program and if you get accepted and you matriculate into the program, you have to be really sure, no? Na you want this path, no? The path to become a doctor, bro. Pero bro, what if well, siguro it doesn't happen din naman based sa sinabi mo, isa lang per batch, but ano bang fallback, bro? Just in case, no? Siguro in your third year siguro of the program, sinabi mo, I don't think this path is for me. Pwede ka namang mag-shift, no?
Actually, meron din akong nakitang case na gano'n na parang, kasi di ba INTARMED 2 years plus yung 4 years medicine plus internship, parang umalis siya during med school. So, yung sa INTARMED kasi, before we get our Doctor of Medicine degree, we get another degree kasi after yung 2 years of pre-med and 2 years of med school. So, may degree kami nakukuha. Kasi parang, ang saklap naman nun, di ba, kung mag-aantay pa kami for 7 years before kami makakuha ng degree namin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anong name ng degree, bro? Anong tawag?
Ano siya? BS in Basic Medical Sciences. So, it's specifically for the INTARMED program lang. So, in terms of like real life applications, yung mga mag-apply ka ng job, ganun, hindi ko sure kung ano yung bearing niya sa mga companies or mga people who hire you, kung ano yung maging impression nila sa degree mo. Pero yeah, yun yung para at least if ever na hindi ka natutuloy ng third year, fourth year med school, tsaka internship, at least meron kang fallback na degree. Hindi ka tipong degree-less pag umalis ka ng program.
Okay, so meron palang degree, no?
Yeah. And you receive that after 2 years, no? So, para siyang pre-med na degree.
Ano siya, bro? After 2 years of med school. So, nakapag 4 years.
After 2 years, sorry. After 2 years of med school. So, after 4 years of the program.
So, basically, we receive it before we go to the clinics. Kasi parang, before clerkship yun eh.
So, bro, kanina kasi, you gave us a brief overview of the program, no? Now, let's go deeper naman into the setup talaga of the INTARMED program. Can you describe to us, bro, the curriculum, yung setup ng classes nyo, sino bang nagiging classmates, no? Do you join the traditional medical students in their classes, or do you have separate classes of your own? Can you please enlighten us, bro, kung paano yung setup nyo?
Actually, yung pakiramdam na INTARMED ka, parang lang yun nung first 2 years lang yun. In terms of the structure of the curriculum. Kasi wala pa yung mga kasama mong, yung regular track. Kasi when it comes to med school, pagpasok mo ng third year, parang yung status mo, para ka na ring first year med student. So, from third year to final year of INTARMED, para ka na ring regular med school. Parang wala nang special treatment yung mga INTARMED pagdating doon. Wala na kaming special classes, hindi na kami separate from the regular, so fully integrated talaga. Yung first 2 years lang talaga. Para kaming usual college student. Parang sa UP Manila kasi by blocks eh. Halimbawa, yung DS Bio may 2 silang blocks, yung public health may ilan silang block. So yung INTARMED may sarili din kaming block. So we take classes together and usually kami lang din magkakasama kasi kasi yun nga, most of the time kami yung kami yung mga classmates, mga lab partners, ganun. So, ayun. Parang may sense of ano din. May sense of parang friendship and camaraderie na na-establish during those first 2 years. Kahit pagdating ng med school, magkakahiwalay na talaga kami. Kasi, ayun, ang laki kasi ng mga med school batches, diba?
Para siguro magkakapatid na, bro, no? Kasi 2 years kayo magkakasama.
Usually, parang close na talaga.
So, bro, next question, bro. How does it feel to be in this unique and prestigious program? Can you describe, bro, yung experience mo during the transition nung med proper?
Kasi, di ba, from 2 years magkakasama talaga kayo. Para kayong isang class talaga, no? And then after that, when you get into, I don't know if you call it med proper na ba talaga, parang blurred na yung lines. So, sama na kayo sa mga regular track talaga, no? And I don't know sa UP, isang section lang ba kayo, bro? Or marami kayo? So, can you describe lang your experience siguro, yung transition siguro, no? From the first 2 years to med proper.
Tsaka, bro, hindi lang pasok. From Cotabato, nagko-kondo-kondo na si Kirby, no? Away from the family.
Aside
Medyo
from that,
mahirap
no?
yun.
From the province and then into Manila. Can you describe your experience, bro?
Actually, yung adjustment sa start, ano talaga siya. It's difficult kasi ano siya very new kasi sa akin yung Manila nung time na yun. Kasi ever since Mindanao talaga. So grade school, high school, although na-experience ko na yung away from family nung high school. Pero syempre iba yung environment. Tapos talagang pagpasok ng college, talagang hard Manila, no? As in Manila talaga na tipo red light district, mga kung ano-ano nakikita mo sa kalsada, ganun. Oo. Pero, ayun, in terms of yung intermed program mismo, actually, may joke nga kami yan na para siyang nung sa start, para siya extended high school. Kasi magkaklase lang kayo lahat. Tapos, actually, nung first year, first sem, kaya pa siya. Medyo nagulat nga kami na, manageable pa siya yung mga course requirements. May mga times na, 3 p.m. pa lang, nakakauwi na ako. Tapos may time pa for extracurriculars. Pero first sem yun. Pagdating ng second sem, tapos second year, sobrang bigat talaga ng second year. Kasi parang, doon mo na nararamdaman na parang kinakram na nila lahat before med school. So, ayun, nakakaubos siya ng time. Tapos, pero doon, with that comes, a level of maturity that you really need to establish before you go into med school. Kasi, no, di ba sabi ko nga nung start para kami extended high school, may mga friends kasi ako from UP Diliman and I'm not sure if this is the case din for other schools like sa inyo. Pero parang kwento kasi nila parang first year pa lang talagang na sila parang sarili-sarili na talaga, hindi na parang high school na may mga classmates ka lagi. Parang you take classes with different classmates, ganun. So parang mag-isa ka lang. So halimbawa kung may di ka na note na assignment, kung wala kang friends sa class na yun, di mo talaga magagawa yun.
Yeah.
Makakalimutan mo, di ba? Ganun. So, I guess, kahit hindi namin naramdaman yung ganun, nagkaroon din talaga ng level of maturity with the increasing requirements. Like, natutong mag-time manage and parang hindi na laging umaasa sa announcements ng parang president or kung sino mang mga diligent sa class na lagi nagno-note. Talagang kailangan talaga sarili-sarili na kasi nakakatakot kasi yung feeling na intermed ka pero mako-hold back ka ng 1 year before ka papasok ng med school. Parang yung pakiramdam na andun ka na pero di ka nakatapak dun sa Iba kasi yung iba yung totally different areas yung classes namin ng pre-med at med school. So nasa Calderon Hall kasi kami ng med school. So parang ang sad na ang lapit mo na pero di ka pa nakatapak ng Calderon Hall during your final sem before med.
So bro, how did it feel like to be younger than your peers in medical school? 'Di ba? Sobrang mas bata ka, bro, no? And how did it feel like to be younger, to have had less experience? And yeah, basically 'yun. How did it feel like, pressured ba or did you look up to them as parang kuyas and ates or parang same lang talaga?
Actually,
Or add ko, bro, no? Add ko lang, bro. Meron bang parang tension nung naging first year ka na? Kasi from INTARMED ka eh. Sila from regular pre-meds.
Actually, funny yan. Kasi parang may culture. Hindi ko alam kung sino nag-start nun. Siguro part na rin siya ng program na develop lang din through the years. Na pag IMED ka, mas, di ba pag IMED or INTARMED, pagpasok mo ng first year med school, parang immature yung tingin sa'yo. Kasi nga, di ba, you didn't have those final 2 years or 3 years of college na supposedly yun yung character building. So, parang yung tingin sa'yo, parang bata ka pa, ganun. Pero actually, based on my personal experience, laging joke ng mga kaibigan ko na parang hindi daw ako IMED. Parang may ganun. Parang may ganun silang mga parang may ganun silang mga sinasabi na kapag yung person, feeling nila mature enough, feeling nila, parang di ka namang intermed kasi mature ka. Parang mga ganun, parang mga, sobrang weird lang
Inside
talaga
joke.
siya. It's a weird inside joke that developed sa school namin. Tapos, ayun, pero yun sa personal experience ko, parang hindi naman siya Kasi, syempre, parang equals na rin kayo eh. Parang, for me, pumasok lahat ng med school na blank slate para sa akin. Kasi, yung med school, it's something you really can't fully prepare for eh. So, kahit sabihin natin may advantages yung iba, halimbawa, yung mga medtech or may mga PT kayo, may mga ibang subjects na mas kabisado nyo na compared to the others. Pero in terms of the overall experience, iba pa rin talaga siya, di ba? Parang, everyone still really needs to adjust. So, based on my personal experience, okay lang siya. Hindi naman mababa yung tingin nila sa mga IMEDs outright or talagang masyadong mataas kasi nag-skip kami ng 2 years. Parang gano'n. Equal lang talaga.
So, in your experience, bro, in terms of like sa academics or sa level of maturity, hindi naman kayo disadvantaged in your experience, no? Kasi yun yung parang stereotype, bro, eh. 'Di ba?
It's really up to the pacing of the person in terms of developing study habits, yung discipline of being in med school, and yung tawag dito, yung emotional maturity din talaga. Siguro may mga, wala akong maisip na cases, pero theoretically, ma-imagine ko rin talaga na magkakaroon talaga ng difficulties yung ilang people. Especially kapag hindi sila talaga naka-fully develop ng sense of discipline nila and identity nung pre-med pa lang. So, I guess magkakaroon talaga ng struggle.
And siguro yun din yung point, bro, no, of the highly selective selection process, no?
Parang bro, no, very rigorous yung interview, no?
Yeah, siguro. And it will really filter out siguro. And kasi hindi naman siguro, not all the time, no, that maturity comes with age. Siguro, of course, yes. Pero, gaya sinabi ni Kirby, kanya-kanya naman talaga yung pacing. Maybe some people really mature earlier than others.
Yes, bro. Tsaka narinig ko, bro, no, hindi ko sure kung tama yung input sa akin. Pati yung study habits mo, tinatanong sa interview ng INTARMED. Tama ba yung Kirby? Yung study habits mo, etc.
Actually, siya, yung interview ng INTARMED, nag-expect kasi ako na parang tatanungin ka na what is your opinion on the healthcare system, mga ganun. Mga talagang kasi ganun yung UP parang they always try to integrate, they always try to challenge us and integrate into the curriculum the questions about kung gusto mo talaga maging doktor sa Pilipinas. Parang ganun. Pero nung interview ko personally, parang lang talaga siya, getting to know. I guess they really try to get a sense of who you are as a person. Not just as a medical student, but really as a person. Kasi, halimbawa, nung time ko parang, tinanong ako like, ano daw ginagawa ko pag suspended yung classes? Tapos parang, ano ba to? Important ba to na para matanggap ko sa intermed program? So, parang ganun. Parang, para sa mga medyo, personal questions yung iba. Tapos, I guess, siya. Hindi ko rin alam yung mga specific criteria nila eh. Pero I guess, ayun nga, factor din talaga yung they're trying to get an impression kung kaya mo bang mag-mature kahit wala ka nung last 2 years of college.
Last 2 years.
Oo.
So speaking, bro, of experience as pre-med, do you think ba kulang yung non-ACAD experience mo as pre-med? Kasi kunyari, sa case ko, sa UST, traditional pre-med, 4 years akong may Paskuhan. Parang enjoy, 4 years Paskuhan. Kayo ba, bro? What do you think ba, bro, sa case ninyo?
Actually, funny hindi ko sure kung umabot na to sa inyo sa other schools. Pero yung UP kasi, kahit nung med school, ang hilig talaga namin sa extracurriculars. Hindi ko talaga gets kung paano namin siya nagagawa na ang dami naming extracurriculars kahit nagbe-med school. So, parang never nawala yung feeling na may mga ginagawa pa rin kami outside of classes. So, kahit intermed, hindi ko naman masasabi na na-deprive ko yung sarili ko of extracurricular. Tapos ayun nga, sinabi ko dun sa intro na sinend ko kay Sib, parang talaga, nag-advocate talaga ako for work-life balance. Parang wala kasing point kung magiging magaling kang doktor, pero magaling ka lang na doktor, wala kang skills in anything else. Or like di mo na-enjoy yung buhay mo. So,
Parang hindi holistic, bro. No?
hindi
Pag ganun
holistic,
lang.
oo. Parang sad naman nun. Kasi na-realize ko rin dun sa clinic na parang hindi rin siya puro hindi siya puro talino. Like, kailangan marunong
Yeah.
ka management skills, kailangan marunong kang dumiskarte, marunong kang mag-relate with others, and those are things na you don't just get reading books or studying for exams. Yung mga ganon, nakukuha mo yun from work in your orgs or joining in mga extracurricular activities. So, ganun.
Yeah, because again, medicine, very social profession siya talaga, no? We deal with a lot of people, kaya yung sinabi mo, bro, emotional maturity talaga is very important. And of course, social skills, which you really get to develop pag active ka sa mga extracurricular affairs, right? Hindi lang naman talaga pwedeng aral and aral ka lang. Because being a doctor, hindi lang naman knowledge yung requirement doon.
You need to connect, bro,
importante
with
talaga
other
yung
doctors.
personality. Yeah. Di lang other doctors, patients. We deal with
Patients.
a lot of people every single day in our profession. Speaking of social skills, paano yung relationship mo with your peers, bro? Kamusta? Like I said kanina, no, kasi mas bata kayo usually. Kamusta naman? And is there really that much pressure and competition in your program, or yun lang yung stereotype ng mga outsiders?
I think it's really not to pinpoint up. I think it's really specific people. Like, may mga tao talagang competitive and mga tao talagang
Yeah.
petiks lang. So, for the general air of my first 2 years especially, parang really helping each other. Kasi parang yung mindset na na-establish rin siguro namin as a class, as INTARMED class 2020 was tulungan talaga tayo as much as possible. Wala namang kasing benefit kung push down mo yung ibang tao, 'di ba? Parang wala namang sense yun. So parang mababawasan ka pa ng kaibigan, mababawasan pa ng isang doktor yung Pilipinas, 'di ba? So parang ang sad na kung magiging competitive yung environment. Parang it's not productive as a whole. So I guess there are some lang talaga na talagang aral-aral talaga, hindi masyado social, pero we don't fault them naman for it. Basta yung overall yung overall atmosphere is not that competitive kasi very unhealthy na rin kasi yun for mental health kung sakali.
That's good to hear, no? Because I think we should really cultivate a culture na, alam mo yun, we support each other, a supportive environment, kasi ang toxic na nga ng medical school, tapos dadagdagan pa natin. Di ba, bro,
Yes, bro.
Sibs?
Agree ako dyan, bro. Ang gusto ko sa mga taga-UP, especially pre-med, meron silang trans system eh. So, parang na-adapt ng UST yung ganong system eh. Doon ako nagalingan sa mga taga-UP. Talagang tulungan sila eh.
Well, ganun din naman sa atin, and of course, sa ibang medical school siguro. And I think we should really promote that culture talaga. Because I don't know what the prevailing culture is now, pero kasi may stereotype na ang medical culture very toxic, ang kultura sa ospital very toxic, but if it is like that now, we should try to change it, no? We
Yes,
should
bro,
really,
kasi-
like what Kirby has said, we should really try to help each other because, syempre, di ba?
Ako bro, ang perception ko nung first year, kailangan laging mataas yung grade ko, kailangan perfect, mga ganun laging perception ko. Pero nung clerk ako, nung intern, hindi pala ganun eh. Dapat
Yeah,
magaling ka
yeah.
sa pasyente,
Mhm.
Magaling ka magtumawad sa mga senior mo. Mga ganun, lumambing.
Yeah, as we have said, no, it's a very social profession, and of course, medical school, it's not all about grades talaga. It's even more about relationships, no, than grades. So, bro, sa INTARMED, no, years of schooling, super compressed, no? You think this has an impact, positive or negative, on your level of knowledge and maturity as a doctor, based on your experience?
I think for in terms of knowledge, definitely wala naman. Kasi, syempre full med school pa rin yun. So,
Yes,
yung
yes.
mga natutunan sa med school, more or less the same eh. Pero, ayun nga, in terms of maturity, it's really dependent on you as a person. Like, sabi ko kanina, if you can cope with having shortened experiences, kung kaya mo pa rin mag-mature in the same way that the rest of your classmates were able to. So, yeah. I feel like the intermed program is really dependent on your personal experience. Like doon ko na-realize ko siya nung mga later years na may mga ibang tao na hindi talaga sila natuwa with the program. And ako kahit
Mm.
aminin ko may moments na hindi rin talaga ako natuwa kasi toxic na siya minsan. Like overall, I see it as a positive experience. Pero I can't fault the others for not having the same experiences that I did. So ayun, it's really personal talaga.
Pero, bro, kasi 'di ba if you surround yourselves with people na older than you, sila yung lagi mong kausap everyday, lagi mong kasama. I think yung level of maturity mo parang nagle-level up din. Was it like that with your experience? As opposed to, for example, pagkasama ko lang lagi, mga bata, younger than me, then parang babata din yung level of maturity ko. Was it like that for you?
Ako bro, bago sumagot si Kirby, agree ako dyan bro eh. Yung parang there's a need na maging mature. Kasi kailangan mo eh.
Yeah, so parang
Parang
naturally
peer
magle-level
pressure.
up ka, no?
Oo,
Oo.
parang evolution bro eh. Parang lahat ng gagaling, parang ganun.
I think sa mga ibang kakilala ko, I think nagkaroon ka ng ganong effect. Kasi nga, yun,
Mm.
parang adults na yung kasama mo. Parang adults na yung yung mga nasa paligid. Especially with med school. Pero kasi, lang din, gusto ko lang din i-emphasize na the 2-year difference for me didn't really feel like much. Like, hindi naman ganon kalayo. Yun kasi yung naging stereotype eh. Parang, just because you didn't have the 2 years, parang, less experiences. Parang, like I keep saying, it's really dependent on the person. Like, may mga iba na parang mas adult pa sila yung pakikitungo nila sa iba compared sa iilang lateral. So, ganun. Parang, or laterals or the
Yeah,
regular
yeah.
track. Parang ganun. Parang, may iba na parang mas mature pa sila yung mga nagiging leaders kahit intermed. So, kasi mas nakakapag-mature sila quicker compared to iba na nag 4-year college pero di pa rin talaga fully mature. So ayun, it's really an individual journey. And
Yeah.
individual personalities din like may iba na natural born leaders talaga, may iba na talagang lang gusto talaga nila na follower lang sila ganun. So ayun.
So it really all boils down to the person, no? We cannot generalize talaga.
Yeah, that's a really big point. Yung I really want to push na we can't generalize anything about the experiences of the intermed program did. So everything I say here, it's all based on personal perspective and personal opinion. So baka pag iba yung in-interview nyo, baka iba yung sabihin niya ganun. Ayan.
Yeah. And of course, bro, kayong subset of doctors, we really cannot generalize you kasi syempre mga outliers kayo eh, 'di ba? You're in the top 100 of those who check
Outliers ng OPCAT.
So hindi talaga pwedeng i-generalize. Well, but then again, it all boils down to the person talaga, no? Like Kirby has said.
So bro, no? So within 7 years of intermed, can you share if you have some regrets?
Siguro siguro yung first regret ko is dati kasi aminin ko hindi kasi ako hindi ako masyadong goal-oriented. Like, siguro feeling ko pag nakapag-college ako, mas naging goal-oriented ako kasi hindi shortcut yung med school. Parang ngayon, may ganong feeling na I feel like I could have achieved more if I was more goal-oriented. Like, nung pagpasok ko ng first year, parang yung goal ko lang was survival. Kasi ayun nga, med school. So, parang basta you're still in the program by the next day, okay lang. Pero compared sa mga kakilala ko na talagang may mga goals talaga sila na talaga na-achieve nila nung graduate sila. Feeling ko I could have done better if I were more concrete in the goals I wanted to achieve before I graduated. Then that's one regret. And second is siguro this is more personal na, pero kasi yung intermed kasi 'di ba, when you're together for the first 2 years, you feel like you're lang, kayo lang yung mundo. Intermed lang during classes. Pero pagdating ng med school, the world is so much bigger kasi nga lumaki na yung batch. So hindi maiiwasan talaga na lumalayo from your friends or from your immediate circle. So ayun. Parang siguro regret ko lang din na nung period ko kasi of adjustment, sorry. Nung period ko of adjustment, lumayo ako from my circle kasi feeling ko na I needed a space to adjust. Pero in the end, na-realize ko na siguro mas naging masaya yung med school kapag kung I didn't have to go through all of those challenges by myself. So ayun. And then lastly, siguro final regret is in terms of experiences, feeling ko I always played it safe nung med school. Like, halimbawa, if I could have just studied one more day or if I could have just joined this activity, feeling ko naman normal regret yun. Pero I could have had a fuller med experience if I took all the shots that I could have taken.
Si Sibs kasi, he's a big fan of regrets. No, ako, I'm not a very big fan of regrets. But if there's one thing we can learn from regrets, it's that it's never too late to do or be something. Like, sinabi mo na you were not goal-oriented before. If you realize that now, then you could be more goal-oriented now, no? Because life naman, it's a learning experience. And then, kagaya ng sinabi mo, we all have our own pace, no? But, of course, it's nice that we have regrets, no? We reflect our, experiences kasi we really learn from them, no?
Yes, bro. Yung regret naman, bro, hindi naman siya ibig sabihin na magmukmok ka.
Yes, exactly.
You have,
I get
you
your
have
point,
time
yeah.
to, Tama ka, bro. No?
And learn from it. Yeah.
Yes, parang point of reflection.
Yeah.
Tapos, share mo sa mga kaibigan mo, sa mga juniors mo, di ba?
Yeah. Like Kirby said, no, he was not goal-oriented before. Kung meron mga incoming first-year students, intermed students, na makarinig nun, and then they would realize, no, I should be more goal-oriented because somebody was not more goal-oriented, tas na-regret niya yun. And maybe I should, become a better person by learning from his mistakes or his regrets. Diba? So,
yes, bro.
Very, very nice point, no? And, so, ako nga, hindi ako masyadong big fan of regrets, but maybe I should be, I should try to be more reflective of my experiences.
I think regrets are really, more points of reflection rather than things that you really, parang talagang pinopersonal mo yung pagsisi. Parang, hindi siya something na you really, parang nagwawallow ka in misery over them. I think they're really, they're learning points. I think a lot of things in med school are learning points.
Tsaka bro, no, Kirby, pa nag-uusap kami ni Adrian, lagi niya sinasabi, huwag kang mabigat. Parang ganun, pag naisip ko yun, parang huwag kang mabigat sa mga bagay.
Yeah, like Doc Gab kasi before we interviewed him in a previous episode, sabi niya, yung advice niya for incoming med students is, take med seriously, but not too seriously. Parang ganun. We should take life lightly siguro because life is short. So, thank you so much, for the points na sinabi mo, bro, Curbs. Sobrang dami naming na-learn, not only about INTARMED, but also about, the journey. Yeah, yes. The journey, which is very important. We really learned a lot And of course, we hope our listeners learned a lot, especially yung mga papasok pa lang ng medical school, no? Because yun nga, marami silang matututunan from our experiences as well because they're in the same path as us. So any final message, bro, to incoming med students? Not only those entering INTARMED, bro, pero in general, yung mga papasok sa med school.
So, yung advice ko lang is talagang before you enter something as big of a commitment as intermed or med school, make sure to know yourself. That's really important. Kasi it's a big advantage if kilala mo sarili mo, kilala mo habits mo, alam mo yung limits mo as a person, alam mo yung mga capabilities mo, para you don't have to always second guess yourself when you're already there. Kasi in high stress environments, it's really, really difficult if you second guess yourself. Also, there's this quote I have from a friend. Medyo different yung context. Pero sabi niya, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So, always, dapat ganun yung mindset mo. Kapag alam mong pagsisisihan mo in the future, go ka na. Go ka na i-push through mo yung mga endeavors mo, give your 100%, as long as you recognize your limits and naiintindihan mo rin na na yung mental health mo may breaking point din. So, ayun lang. A healthy balance talaga. I always advocate for balance. Like, always strive for the best, but never to compromise your personal health. So, ayun.
Amen.
Amen.
Balance is
Grabe.
key. Sorry, bro. Follow-up question lang. Last. Sorry. You said you should get to know yourself, no? Can you be more concrete? How do you get to know yourself?
So, ewan ko, like, nung pre-med kasi, or like nung high school actually, kahit high school pa lang, like, I joined as many of the things I could have joined. Like, I tried to meet as many friends as I can meet. Tapos, parang ganun. In the things that you do and in the people that you interact with, you get more and more pieces of who you are as a person kasi parang may ganun akong mindset na your experiences are a big part of your identity as a person. And it's you who determines your experiences. So, parang in the molding stage pa lang of halimbawa, ng mga formative years mo in high school and pre-med, parang ideally, may medyo fully formed image ka na of who you are as a person before you go into med school. Like, alam mo na kung sino ka around people para pag kinakausap mo yung patients, like, hindi ka na lagi mong nasiset na, hindi ako magtataray kasi alam kong this is who I am as a person. Hindi ako mataray sa mga tao. Or like, hindi ako manonoxic ng juniors kasi alam kong nung formative years ko pa lang, hindi ako ganito. Yung mga lower years na mga kilala ko, hindi ko sila tinatarayan. Mga ganun. Mga ganong little things that are crucial to your identity as both a person and as a medical doctor.
Wow. Sorry, bro. Nag-goosebumps ako nung sinabi mo na in the things that you do and the people that you meet or interact with, you get bits and pieces of yourself. Ganda yun. That's a really nice point. And thank you for that, bro.
Pwede nating gawing quote, no?
Oo nga. Oo.
Parang may yung may Windows background. Tapos isa-share mo sa Facebook. Joke lang.
Na-mind blown na ako sa mga statement ni Dr. Kirby, no?
Sobrang high yield talaga. Sobrang high yield.
No?
Thank you very much, bro.
Thank you very much,
We
Dr.
really
Kirby.
appreciate the time you spent with us. And I'm sure na our listeners, ang dami nilang malalearn. Dami mo kasing learning points na sinabi, especially with your experience, no? Kasi your experience, non-traditional, so maraming ibang ways, no, na pinagdaanan mo. We could all learn from them. Salamat talaga, bro. We really appreciate it.
Non-traditional pero full of reflection, Dr. Kirby. Thank you very much sa mga inputs mo.
Saka thank you so much, guys. Actually, parang masaya na may nakakausap na doktor ulit. Kasi dito sa Cotabato, parang konti lang kami doktor. So, nice na nakakapag-exchange ng mga perspectives and talk about mga ganitong points. So, thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you din, bro. As much as we would want to have you around, this is all the time we have. And I'm sure marami ka pang ibang importanteng gagawin dyan. So thank you very much again. Once again, this has been Adrian.
And this has been Mike. Catch us again next week for your refill prescription of
The Better Pill.